Yesterday, we reflected on the Saptarishis, the great seers associated with preserving and transmitting Vedic wisdom. Today, we turn to another important idea, the Prajapatis. If the Saptarishis represent the continuity of wisdom, the Prajapatis help us understand the continuity of life and creation itself. Let us begin with a brief invocation prayer. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahaihi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Praja means offspring, creatures or living beings. Pati means guardian, protector or master. Prajapatis are therefore the progenitors through whom the creation expands. But we must be precise. Scripture does not give us one universally fixed list. In some early Vedic passages, Prajapati appears as a singular cosmic creator figure. In later traditions, we encounter several Prajapatis, particular progenitors connected with different lineages of life. Creation is not merely production. It creates responsibility for what has been brought forth. A parent's responsibility is not complete merely because a child is born. A teacher's responsibility is not complete merely because information has been spoken. Creation must be sustained, nurtured, and guided. One cosmic order, different functions. This slide prevents us from mixing four related but distinct categories. Brahma initiates manifested creation. The Prajapatis extend beings and lineages. Manu represents human continuity, Dharma, and social order within a Manvantara. The Saptarishis preserve and transmit sacred wisdom. However, these are not rigid modern job titles. Their associations can overlap. Atri and Vasishta, for example, are remembered as rishis, lineage founders, Prajapatis or Saptarishis, depending on the text and the context. We should also be clear about one common function. Vaivasvata Manu is the Manu of our present Manvantara according to Sanatana Dharma cosmology. We should not call him the current Prajapati. Prajapati is not an equivalent office occupied by one present individual. So different responsibilities support one continuing cosmic order. Some important Prajapatis. These are representative figures, not the only authorized list. Marichi is linked with the lineage of Kashyapa. Atri and Vasishta are great rishis and lineage figures. Angiras is associated with Vedic wisdom and sacred traditions. Kardama joins the life of a progenitor with tapas. Kashyapa is connected with many classes and lineage of beings. Daksha is a prominent figure in the expansion of creation. But we should not turn this subject into a genealogy test. The useful point here is structural. Creation unfolds through many lineages, many roles, and many forms of life. Unity does not require sameness. Creation is more than birth. Life continues through procreation, but also through dharma, education, culture, care, and transmission across generations. Bhagavad Gītā gives us a powerful lens through which to understand this principle. In 3rd chapter 10th sloka, Saha Yajñā Praja Srishtva Purovacha Prajāpatihi Anena Prasavishyatvam Eshavostvishta Kamadaka. The verse says that Prajapati created beings together with Yajña and taught that through this principle they should flourish. So here Yajña gives us a karma yoga lens. Receive, contribute, and return. Life is sustained through reciprocity, not through isolated consumption. Let's take an example. Consider a small family garden. One generation prepares the soil and plants a tree. Another generation waters it. The children enjoy its fruit and shade. But if they only consume the fruit and never care for the soil, the chain ends with them. So the Karma Yoga principle asks, what has come to me? What duty comes with it? What am I returning? That is responsible continuity in ordinary life. Why remember and revere them? Remembering the Prajapatis does not mean that one must perform one separate daily worship for all of them. Traditions differ. The deeper purpose is gratitude joined with responsibility. We received life, a language, a knowledge, culture, and opportunities from people who came before us. Reverence becomes meaningful when it changes our conduct. Care for family without controlling it, preserve knowledge without claiming ownership over it, use natural resources without reckless waste, prepare the next generation without demanding that it imitate us. Inheritance is not entitlement, it is stewardship. What does this mean for us? Now let us bring the teaching toward ask oneself, what am I creating? What am I sustaining? What knowledge am I preserving? What values am I transmitting? What will remain because I lived responsibly? We don't need to imitate ancient personalities or perform spirituality for an audience. The practical method is quieter. First, identify what life has entrusted to you. Second, perform the duty attached to it without egoistic possession. Third, strengthen what should outlive you. Fourth, pass it forward without making others dependent on you. This is Karma Yoga applied to continuity. So create without vanity, sustain without control, serve without demanding recognition, transmit without distortion. By doing so, protect life, preserve wisdom, strengthen Dharma, serve society, build responsibly, pass wisdom forward. As we close, yesterday the Saptarishis reminded us that wisdom must be preserved. Today, the Prajapatis remind us that life must be responsibly continued. May we become worthy links between what we have received and what we leave behind. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Swadhyaya Pravachanabhyam na pramaditavyam. Om Tat Sat.